Series The Deciders. Tonight, our man Griff Jenkins talks to swing state voters at a family farm in St. Louis, North Carolina. That's not far from where Donald Trump has been holding that rally this evening.
Well, I'm the sixth generation farmer, and I'm living in the same house that all six generations have been in.
Meet Bert and Gwen Pitt, owners of the Pitt family farm in St. Louis, North Carolina.
I feel like there's a lot on my shoulders to keep the farm going.
Like many North Carolinians, they've farmed tobacco in these fields for decades, but sharp falls in commodity prices meant tough times on the family farm.
Everybody wants cheap food, and including me. But we are raising cotton at the same price or lower than we did in 1991, 25 years ago. Corn is at a 7-year low. Soybeans is 7- and 8-year low as far as prices that we sell. A lot of people in the United States and America don't realize that. So it's hard for us to pay bills because our inputs have not gone down. They're not at a 25-year low.
But these farmers found salvation in the sweet potato.
This is a sweet potato. It's a big crop in North Carolina, no?
It really is. Agriculture is the #1 industry in North Carolina, so therefore we're looking other things to grow, and sweet potatoes seem to be a great crop this year.
Sweet potatoes are actually roots that grow underground. Once they're big enough, a tractor uproots the crop, leaving them ready to be harvested by hand.
What kind of grade would this get? This is a big one.
Jumbo.
That's good.
That's good.
Under the North Carolina sun, it's painstaking, labor-intensive work, and that's why these farmers rely on migrant workers.
We depend on these workers. Immigration is a big issue with us now, but we've got to have the workers come in or these crops will sit here and rot in the fields. And we can't seem to get American workers.
Many come from Mexico, attracted by higher wages here than back at home. The program is totally legal. To qualify, employers, like the Pitts, need to meet certain conditions. The jobs must be temporary. They can't use the visa to take jobs from Americans. They need to prove that the migrant workers won't lower wages for Americans, and they need to get a certificate from the government. When the season ends, the migrants are supposed to return south of the border.
And I couldn't do this work day after day. We are so dependent on migrant work, Hispanic workers that come do our manual labor such as this.
But even with those views on Mexican migrant workers, these North Carolina farmers are staunch opponents of illegal immigration and even spoke highly of Donald Trump's speech on immigration. So just what will these swing state voters do in November?
Undecided or Trump?
Trump.
Bert, have you decided who you're voting for?
I'm voting for Donald Trump.
He's a businessman. He's been through it. Agriculture is an industry. I think he understands it, and I think he's willing to come out and see and listen to his advisors. I think he would be someone that would listen and help us out when it's needed.
In St. Louis, North Carolina, in the sweet potato fields, for On the Record, I'm Griff Jenkins.